Should do this right on, here, hold on. Hey, hang on, guys, 1 second. Wow, yeah. A little bit delayed. I think I might just do this on my phone, I guess. I think I might just do this on my phone, I guess. All right, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear me now? XRP army is getting bigger. Word. What's up?
Because I've worked in nursing homes and I've seen people, parents or children,
Hi, baby.
up on their kids and they're like, don't call me until my mom or dad dies.
I'm gonna give this like 2 minutes and see if anybody wants to come in here, I guess.
Yeah, they gave birth to you. Like, you need to be there for them. And then you have
Well, go inside, babe.
strangers in your hands. That's how they were too. And then you had like people where they put their parents in the nursing home. They were amazing. Like this one guy, Mike, I loved him. He had like Alzheimer's a little bit, and he was a quote unquote Golden Glove champion.
Oh my.
And the one thing that we always think about is
So,
when he would get like
I guess tonight, you know, want to discuss a little bit about where we're at, I think, in this bull market. And a bit of concerns that I have here as far as, yeah, where we're at. But I still think, in my opinion, that these utility assets are going to still do well. And that's just kind of my opinion. I don't know if that's 100% certain. I have no idea if that's real. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to start a fire here. See if I can start one. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. No eyebrow torching tonight, I guess. So, I don't fucking know. I mean, we're at the point right now where everything is fucking out the door, out the window. I spent 2.5 goddamn years of my fucking life looking for assets that I believed were certainly going to change the world, and I think that we did find them. All of us together as a community definitely found them. XRP, Zinfin, Chainlink, Quant, Algo, Hedera Hashgraph. You can run the gambit for all these fucking coins. I mean, we're at the point right now where we certainly know which coins are there. As far as, at least as far as which coins the big money is going to be utilizing. My whole entire fucking mindset has shifted, though. Well, not shifted in a bad way, but shifted in a way where I'm saying, you know, these assets that we know that have fucking utility. I mean, if we can see a fucking goddamn coin like B Shiba or Doge or any of these stupid fucking coins go to what they're going to go to, these are all joke coins of another joke coin. And that's fine, and I'm willing to buy into that, and I'm willing to potentially participate in that as well from a small capital standpoint personally, and fucking pouring coins, etc. I wouldn't I wouldn't necessarily be so opposed to like these porn coins, because if we saw what happened with the internet, when the internet actually came about, I mean, porn pretty much made the internet. So I'm all about, potentially trying to capitalize on smaller cap ones, but ones that are going to legitimately change the world, in my fucking opinion, I just don't want to fuck with them. Like if XRP doesn't go to a valuation that I'm comfortable with, I've already sat through 2.5 years of consolidation. I've already done that. I'm willing to fucking do it again. If you haven't made your initial investment in crypto back yet, I don't know what you've done in this market. You've done something wrong. I hope that you've diversified enough to potentially at least have made your initial investment back in this market. But the eyes are still on the prize here for everything. I mean, God, we've seen the documents. We've seen, CBDCs flowing through fucking digital assets. And that's just the beginning of everything. You look at like the Internet of Things and all this other shit as well. The implications are enormous. I mean, we're not talking about a dog coin going up 1,000%. We're talking about every single person on the planet using a fucking coin and not knowing that they're using a coin. And that's where adoption comes in. That's where utility comes in. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't think that we're in a utility bull run. We're very obviously not in a utility bull run. We are in a speculative hype bull run where one fucking guy can fucking change the goddamn entire market and make hype and meme coins fucking take over the entire goddamn bull market. And it really fucking pisses me off, to be honest with you, because I've spent 2 goddamn years of my fucking life looking up assets that I thought were going to change the world, that I know are still going to change the world, but I spent 2 years of my life finding them. And now I'm looking for the stupidest fucking shit possible to try to make money. And it works. But the Dogecoin thing, and I'm not saying Doge doesn't have utility at this point in time. They're integrating with Flare, et cetera, et cetera. We know for a fucking goddamn fact at this point in time that Doge is going to be that currency that is utilized for the SpaceX type launch, et cetera, et cetera. But the whole thing started with a fucking joke, It started with a fucking joke, and I don't joke about life-changing assets or life-changing money. I just don't fucking do it. I'm not going to do it. I've tried to find assets that I think are going to change the world. I believe that the assets that I've found are going to change the world. I believe that Hedera Hashgraph is a fucking monster. If they weren't a fucking monster, then why in the fuck are all these companies on their governing board? If XRP wasn't a monster, then why would Jay Clayton of the SEC sue Ripple the day that he left office? It's nonsense at this point in time. We are all legitimately sitting in a period of nonsense, and that's fine. I think that it's a big goddamn show, and I personally won't be selling XRP or HBAR unless they hit valuations which I'm comfortable with. So I will dollar cost average back into them, and it is what it is. I'm not going to be selling my HBAR for Shiba Inu, or for whatever fucking stupid goddamn dog coin comes out next. Like, every coin is like what people don't realize is that, like, at some point, even being here in 2017, I'm not saying that these coins are shit coins, but I'm saying that these coins are certainly mimic coins of everything else that we've seen. And at some point the show stops. The carousel fucking stops spinning for these coins at some point in time. And when that carousel stops spinning, I wouldn't want to be the last person on the fucking horse, is I guess what I'm saying. So it is what it is, Yeah, bro. What is Shiba's market cap right now? $8 billion. Which is crazy. Like, listening to me, obviously I'm fucking wrong, I'm just wrong. I'm consistently wrong. But I've tried to be a utility maximalist for a very long time, and I still think that utility does usurp a lot of these other
All right,
things.
I
So
love you.
I don't know. I don't know where we go. I don't know what happens, but utility, in my opinion, is certainly the future. If I'm gonna watch a fucking meme coin go up however many X, and I participated in that to an extent as well. I stopped trying to fight against that trend probably 2 months ago, and I've made money doing it. But a meme coin fucking going up X amount of money makes me just believe inherently that if a utility asset is actually utilized, imagine how much money you're going to actually make from utility. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know if that happens now. It's probably not going to. It's fucking crazy. I mean, I don't even know what we're doing. I don't even know what we're talking about at this point in time. I mean, we're seeing global shifts as far as finance is concerned, and every fucking person in crypto, you would have been, I would have been better off being a fucking dumb money. So it's really frustrating. I've made money on some of these shit coins as well, you know, and it's a very high risk type proposition to be able to potentially participate in that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go back inside so you guys can see me here.
Hey, how are you? Good.
Yeah, and my wife and I have had a terrible fucking week, so
Trying to deal with all this whole
she's got to go down to fucking South Carolina here
everything ready for the
on Wednesday morning at like 5 a.m. We got people coming into the house to try to fix insulation and all sorts of shit, so I want to field some questions though. Like I don't know. Like I haven't done many YouTube videos because I've been mainly trying to focus on the Patreon. So I'm gonna look and see what you guys have as far as questions are concerned, and just kind of go from there, I guess. Hey, bud, can you turn that down just a tiny bit, dude?
What?
Please.
Wait.
Thoughts on H bar? Do I hold XRP? Yeah, I hold XRP. Would it be bad to diversify XRP into H bar? Well, my opinion on H bar in general is that it's. There's a few coins that I believe personally that can usurp Bitcoin. XRP being one of them, especially when you're dealing with Flare and tying XRP into smart contracts and DeFi. And the utility proposition from XRP, as far as from a cost and a speed standpoint, to me are just far beyond what Bitcoin can ever. Here's the thing. Most people don't fucking. A lot of people that invest into crypto just don't have any idea what they're doing, number one. But number two, Bitcoin, you know, the reason that I got out of believing in Bitcoin was 2000. I will read the rest of the questions. I got out of believing in Bitcoin in 2017 was because I dealt with the bullshit. I dealt with the long transaction fees or the long transaction timeframes. I dealt with the high transaction fees, et cetera, and kind of held. And I was like, man, I've used other digital assets that certainly don't have these problems. And XRP, or back then it was Ripple, was one of them. And when I would send Ripple across wherever, it would literally take 2 seconds, and I would be able to close a browser tab and open my other browser tab, and it would be there. So when you're asking me if trading out of XRP into HBAR is a good idea, I would say no. But I would also say buying HBAR is a good idea just because of the fact that, to me, it's one of the assets that I believe most institutions are future-proofing upon. And it may not work out, but I think that HBAR is certainly an asset, along with probably XRP, maybe a couple of others that could usurp Bitcoin for the number one position once utility is actually king. We're not in a fucking utility bull market, though. That's the problem. So I think stacking utility assets for the long term, for the long-term investors in this space, is a gigantic value proposition. I think that that's what most people should be doing if they plan on being in this space for more than the next 3 to 4 months. Yeah, everybody's talking about fucking dog coins. Yeah, I hold Quant. I obviously hold quant. I just bought more quant. I bought quant. I bought more quant when XRP was still at 40 cents. So this is probably like maybe 2 months ago. I bought more quant. And those were the only two what I would consider large caps that I bought more into. I bought more XRP and I bought more quant. So when do I think the bear market will come? I think that the bear market will come sooner rather than later. But I think also that, and I could be completely wrong, I think Bitcoin needs to have a blow off top. I don't think that it's had one yet. Granted, it's kind of concerning right now to see legitimate shitcoins doing, 20, 30, 40, 50x, but we haven't seen the mid caps or the high caps rise yet. So a lot of people talk about, where these correction phases come in. And if you look historically, every time that a correction comes in, especially with a digital asset that has history to it, you're looking at like a 70 to a 90% correction. So leads me to believe that the top is not in yet. Number one, because Bitcoin hasn't won parabolic. Number two, the high caps, a lot of them haven't reached their peak yet. So that 70 to 90% correction for me for XRP would lead me to believe that like XRP could potentially get to a $7 to a $10 price position, which if you correct down from 70 to 90%, you're looking at generally when these assets correct back down, if they have history, they correct back down and confirm support on the previous all-time high. So I'm not looking at the previous all-time high of XRP of like $3.60 or $3.70. I'm looking at like the body of that candle, which was like $2.50, $2.60. So where do we go from an XRP, just XRP alone, to allow it to correct back down 70 to 80%, 70 to 90%, to that $2.50 range. So I'm thinking $7 to $10. I could be fucking wrong, but I think Bitcoin still needs its blow off top, and I think that stupid money will still buy everything. So I don't think that we're there yet, but I think that we're extremely close. We're seeing the signs that we're close. I'm drinking Hefeweizen right now. My wife has a lot of shit going on. I'm dealing with shit, so. How did Shiba Coin get to number 13 on the list? It pumped. What is my exit strategy to retire? That's from Mike. I don't have an exit strategy to retire right now. My exit strategy for this bull market personally was I look at it as a tiered approach. I think that we are in a market that will certainly pay off in dividends for the next probably 10 to 15 years, assuming that they don't take that power away from us, which they might. My strategy right now is I cash out my initial investment. I try to catch one or two things. I caught one that did a 50x within 8 days, probably a week ago, and cash it out into my bank account. And I'm willing to deal with the tax implications. I've heard of a lot of people talking about trying to dodge the taxes and shit. I don't give a fuck. I would rather, my move may be actually for that one at least, and it was a lot. I put $3,000 into it, and it went like 50x within like fucking 8 days. I'm thinking potentially buying maybe 20 to 30,000 bucks worth of silver to try to offset the tax implications. From a retirement standpoint, I don't have a retirement standpoint right now. I'm looking at it like I have 3 kids. 3 kids, sole income provider for my family. Work my ass off in this space. My goal right now potentially is to maybe pay my house off and pay all debts off, including cars, everything else, and have enough capital sitting on the sidelines for the next bull run to go in low, and then we will be talking about retirement. I am not looking at it as a one shot hits everything type thing. I've been mainly looking at this as a tiered approach for me. I'm 34 years old. If I can get to be 40 years old and retire, that's fucking fantastic. I don't know if I'll be there, but it's kind of where I'm at least right now. So staking XRP or XLM on XO, do you have to hold your assets there? Is there a lockup period? Yeah, XRP is not gonna fucking detach from anything right now. I love ALBT. So Zach is asking, what are my thoughts on Alliance Block? I've talked to a couple people about Alliance Block. I won't be selling Alliance Block, period. That's just my opinion. If Alliance Block doesn't go to like $5, $10 price range, I just won't sell it. They're building data tunnels. They're building all sorts of shit for the biggest blockchains that we all know of, including Avalanche, Chainlink, fucking Quant. If Alliance Block doesn't get above a buck, I'm just not. Period. I'm probably just not going to be selling Alliance Block. They don't seem to care about centralized exchange listings. It sucks that we got. I got into Alliance Block at 6 cents initially, and now it's literally been in this range between like 60 to 80 cents for probably like 3 months now. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sell it. I will dollar cost average back in for like 2 years if I have to. That's my thought on Alliance Block. Just because of the fact that I think it's a fucking big project. I'm not gonna sell it. Period. Yeah, bro. Throwing 6 figs at Alliance Block might be a good move, but not for me. I mean, I've got my family to take care of, so. What's FRA? What is FRA? I gotta write down FRA. I do super apologize to not like make all these videos anymore. I'm just fucking tired. I'm not gonna sell all my XRP at $7 to $10. No. So Latoro Parada asks, do you think the top is already priced in for BTC? I tend to think no. Just because historically we've seen that, Bitcoin generally does have a blow off top. And there's multiple indicators that lead me to believe that we haven't seen that yet. I know Blockchain Backer talks about the top potentially already being in for Bitcoin. He could be 100% right. I don't see that as being the case. I think Bitcoin still has one more run. And I could be 100% wrong. I mean, his case kind of gets validated because all these shitcoins are essentially like doing whatever the fuck they're doing. But like, I still think Bitcoin has one more run. If you guys haven't checked out, look into Bitcoin.com. That is LOOKINTOBITCOIN.com. I recommend looking into that. There's some decent charts you can actually look at there. In a few years, what do I think XRP is going to hit? I have no fucking clue. From a mainly literally just looking at XRP from what it's done historically, you would think 7 to 13 to even $20 in this bull market, but I have no idea. If it actually gets utilized, that's an entirely different conversation that we could have. So, how much XRP will I sell at $10? I don't know. I might not fucking sell XRP at $10, bro. Like, honestly, as crazy as that sounds, maybe my initial investment, like maybe 10 to 15% of XRP at $10. And then XRP will probably go back down to $2 or $3 again. I don't know. I'm not necessarily interested in a $10 XRP. I don't hold as much XRP as a lot of people hold in this community. I've talked to like content creators that have, trust me, a shit ton of XRP. I don't have nearly as much as them. Let me think right now what I have. What is XRP at right now? Like $1.50, something like that. went down and it was like $1.20. What's XRP right now? $1.40. Okay. I'm probably neck and neck with H bar with XRP right now. But to me, like that amount of money was like, you guys have to understand like where I'm coming from, because like I didn't put everything into XRP or H bar or any of these coins. Like there was a long period of time where I just put exactly what I was willing to lose completely. I wasn't making 3 YouTube videos a day. I wasn't, I started a Patreon. I was making $300 a month on fucking Patreon. When I said I was going to research other coins back in November, December, it's went up way higher than that now. December, January, February, we found utility assets based on there. I'm not telling you to join the fucking Patreon, by the way. I'm just telling you like what I did. And the Patreon subscriptions went up. I found coins, et cetera, et cetera. When you get into the gambling thing, though, which is essentially what we're doing right now, I feel like people were joining that platform just to fucking find like these, I'm going to make 10x my money in 2 days type thing. And that's fine if you're willing to do that, but it's not easy to find these things. Like the utility assets, in my opinion, are going. I won't be selling XRP or H bar at certain valuations. I mean, if XRP gets to like $10, maybe 10%. I don't know. Can you guys see me?